Pretty awesome. I'm Lisa, your host. My mom is notorious for making too many mashed potatoes. So many mashed potatoes that you can make like a mashed potato world out of them. In honor of my mother, and since it's Thanksgiving, I thought I would show you what to do with your leftover mashed potatoes. We're making potato croquettes. Now, potato croquettes are basically little logs or patties or balls of mashed potato that's been mixed with spices and herbs, salt and pepper, and then they're rolled in some breading and fried in a pan. It comes from the French word croquet, which means to crunch, and that is what we will do when we eat them. Let's just get started. So first you need about 2 pounds of mashed potatoes. You may be familiar with a show on Hungry Nation called Working Class Foodies, and last week they showed us how to make mashed potatoes. Very simple and delicious mashed potatoes. So you should check out their video. In a large bowl, we'll combine all of the ingredients for the croquettes. 2 tablespoons of finely chopped fresh herbs. I happen to have some sage and rosemary left over. You could use thyme, parsley, whatever you want. 2 eggs beaten. We're going to use just a pinch of freshly grated nutmeg. Next up is a 1/2 cup of grated cheese. I'm using white sharp cheddar. And I'm just going to add some fresh pepper. So we've got this glorious mixture. Just use your discretion. Now we're just going to shape these into patties or logs. We are going to make fresh breadcrumbs, and that's what we'll roll the croquettes in. Hey, maybe you have some dinner rolls left over. If everyone didn't eat them, you could rip them up and use them in this situation. But I've got a big loaf of just some Italian bread that I tore into pieces. So I will take these chunks of bread and throw them in the food processor, but don't crowd it because then it'll mess up the blades. If it only fills up halfway, I'll do it in batches. Hey y'all, I'm over here by the stove now, and the croquettes have been sitting in the fridge for an hour, and they're still kind of mushy, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but let's just try it. We're gonna heat in a large skillet some olive oil, like medium-high heat. So what we'll do is when the oil heats, we'll just take one of the croquettes, we'll dip it and roll it in these breadcrumbs and then set it right in the pan. I'm going to do about 4 at a time because you don't want to crowd them in the pan. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to take the rest of them, put them into a bowl, add more flour, and form them into patties again. Done, I'll set them on this plate lined with paper towel. It's just like you want it to be. Crispy on the outside and creamy on the inside. Let me know what you do with your Thanksgiving leftovers. Also, next week starts the holiday baking extravaganza. Get ready, it's gonna be crazy. I'll see you then on Funny Side Up. God, that smells amazing.